Good morning. It is Wednesday today. Dad is back, so I got to leave Jackson at home and come take a walk by myself this morning. It's 8 o'clock and it's already in the 70s out here. But it's cloudy, so it doesn't feel too hot. I came to a different park today that doesn't have any water, hoping to avoid any mosquitoes, and so far I haven't seen any. I also doused myself in peppermint spray. What are you up to this morning? Today, since it's Wednesday, Jackson has his developmental gymnastics later. So we kind of have a little bit of a different schedule today. We try to get all of our stuff done a little bit earlier so he can still have his electronics time. Jackson's game time is very, very important to him, and he would not want to even do gymnastics if he still didn't get that time. So he's old enough now to understand that we just move that time up on Wednesdays. He still gets the same amount of time. He just does it earlier in the day, and then he gets to go to gymnastics in the evening. So, fingers crossed, the day goes well. The last 2 Wednesdays, he's had to have some extra anxiety medicine to get to gymnastics, but he's really enjoyed it. So I'm really hoping today he won't need that extra boost of medication. If he does, no big deal. But I think the more we go and the more comfortable he gets in knowing that nobody's going to talk to him, nobody's going to have expectations of him, and he's going to have a great time just getting all that sensory input that he needs, I think he'll stop being as anxious to go. I'll give you a little view of this park. We've been here before. This is the one Jackson threw his boomerang at when we came last time. This path here makes a big circle. It goes all the way around, and then there's a straight path over there that leads to a playground. So it's nice. It has a lot of trees. One of the houses over here has some beautiful, very fragrant purple flowers. I'll try to show you. Here are the flowers. I think they are absolutely gorgeous. I asked my dad what they were. He's very knowledgeable of plants and flowers that are native to here, and he often helps people plant them. He said they're called delphinium. They smell great, and they're just absolutely beautiful. Starting my 3rd lap around. It's not a very big loop, so I'm kind of assuming it would take 4 of them to make a mile. It's probably about like walking around a track. I'll let you guys see this. Over here we have a cool little water tower or water tank. And over on this side, let me get over here. Sorry if it's shaky, guys. I'm trying to walk fast. I'm trying to get my heart rate up. Over here we're coming up to a barn that has a big Texas flag painted on it. Or a garage. I guess it's a garage. There's a lot more people walking at this park. Maybe because of the location, I'm not sure. Can you see the Texas? Let's get around this tree and I'll give you a closer look. See that? Pretty cool. Most people that live in Texas are very proud to live here. I'm definitely one of those people. Alright, I'm going to stop filming because there are quite a few people coming up. Here's a patch of heart grass too. This has been here for 3 years now, and it always keeps about the shape of a heart. I think it's super cute. Alright, I did 1 lap going the other direction. So altogether I did 5 laps. Now we will head back to the car. Over there you can see the playground. And up here some flashing yellow lights. I don't know what's going on. Probably some kind of construction. Anyway, it's so windy I don't know if you can even hear me. It's not really windy, it's breezy. For you guys it probably sounds windy. So I'll get off here and I'll see you when I get home. Well, the flashing yellow lights were a tow truck. Apparently someone needs a tow this morning. Hopefully they get their van fixed. Speaking of getting cars fixed, my husband drove home from work in the middle of the night last night, and he works really far away from the house, so many hours, and his emission system on his truck is now messed up. He had to drive home at 65 miles per hour. His truck wasn't running well at all, so we also have to have his truck looked at before he goes back to work in 2 weeks. You know the old saying, if it rains it pours, or when it rains it pours? That's how I feel, you know, when things come up that take a lot of money, like the ceiling leaking. We had to pay almost $1,000 to the repairman to fix the air conditioner, and we still have to pay to get the roof or the ceiling fixed at some point. And then yesterday I got a rock chip in my car, and it's a big one, so I need to take it and get it fixed. And then last night Jackie's truck messed up on the way home from work, so we now need to get it in the shop and get it fixed. And it's things that you know, you can't put off and you can't wait for, and these things are hard. It's a hard world to live in these days. Everything costs so much money. No matter how good your job is, no matter how much you make, everything costs more than you have all the time. It's so hard to juggle and to, you know, always meet those financial needs. If any one of you is in a financial need, just know that I'm praying for you, and I'm praying that we all, you know, can make it day by day and do the things we need to do and still find some joy every day and, you know, some reasons to smile. So let me drive home and see if Jackson's ready to get homeschool done. Hello again. It is afternoon now. We took Jackie's truck to the shop, and when we were at the shop we realized we were already all the way to Canyon and the weather was beautiful, so we decided to go take a drive through Paladura Canyon. We had lunch down in the canyon. We walked around a little bit, we looked at some birds, looked at some beautiful flowers. I took quite a bit of video for that, but instead of including it with today's video, I'm going to use it for the next video and make a whole video just of Paladura Canyon. So for today, sorry, I'm tongue-tied. I'm tired, and the more tired I get, the more hard it is for the words to come to my brain and get to my mouth. Today you will get the walk and talk at the park, and you'll get this little snippet. I just figured I would sit and chat with you while I come and clean off the homeschool desk. It might be a little bit loud in here. The air conditioner and the dehumidifier are on, and I think the air conditioner is running behind you too. Hopefully you can hear me. But I thought I would just chat with you for a minute while I take everything off of the desk. I brought out some disinfectant wipes, so I'm just going to clean the desk off. It's been a while since I took everything down and cleaned it. I think also with this video, since there's not much besides me taking you on a little walk at the park, I think I'll include some video that I shot the other day, and I did not include it in the vlog just because the vlog was already too long, and it's probably not the best clip of video, so I just decided not to put it in, but I'll go ahead and show it to you today. Oh no. I brought a puzzle out of the United States and I just spilled the whole thing on the floor. You ever see those parents that get mad at their kids when they spill something, or get mad when they make a mess? I'm not that parent, and I never have been. I am one of the most clumsy people you'll ever meet. I constantly spill stuff, break stuff, knock stuff over. That is one thing I could not ever fault my kids for. My motto was, if you make a mess, you clean a mess. No big deal. No harm done. Even if you break something, you know what happens. Jackson breaks stuff all the time. He's broken the light off of his ceiling fan in his room. He's broken the clock in his room, the glass off of the clock. He's broken a few things in the living room, and not ever has he done it purposeful. When he stems, he slings stuff around, and when he plays, he swings stuff around, and he's always spinning around and jumping and bouncing, and you know, accidents happen, and I've never been the mom that could get mad because I have more accidents than the kids ever do. And I'm the same with my grandkids. Even when they come over, their parents tell them, no, don't touch that. That's Nana's, don't touch that. And I'm like, no, anything I have out, my grandkids can touch. Anything I have out, my kids can touch. If they break it, they break it. I don't have anything sitting out that is fancy or expensive. So anyway, what have you been up to? What are you enjoying about the videos? What do you think I could do different about the videos? What else would you like to see in the videos? I know you see a lot of the same things. You see a lot of walks at the park, and you see a lot of activities in my kitchen. I mean, that is, and then here, that is where we are. That is how we live. We kind of do the same stuff every day. But I'm hoping just by having different things to chit chat about and a little bit different activities here and there that the vlogs won't get boring. Days in our lives do look a lot the same. We follow the same routine and we do the same sort of things, but we do try to switch the activities up and things like that. So, just let me know. I'm always open to advice or opinions, suggestions. My plan was to do YouTube for 1 month and then decide if I wanted to keep going or not. I really didn't think I would find stuff to film or to talk about, but I have actually really been enjoying making the vlogs. I've enjoyed just bringing you along for my day-to-day activities. I enjoy having someone to talk to. It might seem like I'm talking to the camera, but I'm really not. I'm talking to you. And if you have anything you want to talk with me about, go for it. I'm always here to listen. Like I've said before, this is a channel for lifting each other up and listening and not judging and just, you know, enjoying each other and just having a good time. I don't know if I've ever showed you these books. We're going to do these when we're finished with the Bible. We've read a little bit of them. I've looked through them. This one is A Street Through Time. I'll show it more in detail when we use it. But it just shows different streets throughout different periods of time. How they lived. How things looked. What they made their houses from. What their economy was. I love this book. It's like history and geography all in one. And honestly, to me, it has a lot of even just art and literature. It's like, you know how I like to teach. You know, we do one thing and it covers multiple subjects. Instead of sitting here for hours a day, we just, you know, enjoy ourselves out here for a few minutes and then we move on with our activities. This one's the same idea. It's a city through time, from ancient colony to vast metropolis. It's the same idea, but it's an entire city instead of just showing you the idea of one neighborhood or one street. And then probably my favorite, which is the one that you probably see mostly in the videos in the background, is A Child Through Time, a book of children's history. And we've already read quite a bit of this, but it's the same idea, but it talks more about the children and the people than the town or the street. It talks about kind of how each child's life would have lived, the clothes they would have worn, what they would have eaten, you know, just all about their lives, where they lived and what people may have done for work. It gives a little timeline of how each period progresses in their lives. So, I love this type of learning. I feel much better with the desk cleaned. It was driving me nuts that over here there was a lot of like the little stuff from the eraser and a lot of pencil shavings and just marking on the desk from the pencils. So I feel much better now. Now, to put the puzzle back together. Should I even put it together? Or maybe I should just leave it out, and then when we come out to the homeschool room tomorrow, it'll be ready to put the pieces in. That might be better than worrying about picking it all up right now and putting it together. Hopefully I found them all. There's nothing quite like putting a puzzle together and getting the whole entire thing done and realizing that you're missing a piece of it. So I'm just going to turn all these over and spread them out. There's California. One of our followers is from California. She's been telling us some cool stuff about her state. Here's Alaska. My older brother used to live in Alaska. He has lived in multiple countries, multiple states. He is kind of the definition of a bachelor, and he enjoys traveling, and he's a very outdoorsy type of person, so he enjoys working different jobs in different parts of the world. There's Arizona. One of our other viewers is from Arizona, who is also my aunt, and I appreciate her always supporting my goals and dreams and ambitions. There's my state, good old Texas. We have followers from Oklahoma who are actually also friends that we met via YouTube years ago, but now we are, you know, friends in person and online. What else do we have here? I don't know where everybody is from, and I'm sorry if I miss you and you have told me. Here's Alabama. I know a lot of followers came from Cat and Kiwi's channel. Cat and Kiwi are in Alabama. Where else? I don't know. Where are you from? Have I missed you? I apologize if I have. I'm trying to think. I know we were told somebody lived somewhere else. There's Kentucky. My daughter used to live in Kentucky, but now she's moved up to the Ohio side. I know we have some viewers from Florida. I have a best friend who lives in Michigan. I don't know that she's watched any of my vlogs or not. Where else, guys? There's Louisiana. Jackson just told his dad today that he really wants to go to Louisiana, and he wants to ride an airboat, and he wants to see the alligators in the swamp. I know I'm missing some. I'll try to get you next time. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave this just like this, and when we come in the morning, we can work the puzzle. Because we went to Palo Duro Canyon today, we didn't do homeschool out here in the homeschool room. We used that as life learning. We talked about a lot of history. We talked about a lot of plants and animals, and how Palo Duro is such a kind of like a nature's artwork, nature's beauty, a phenomenon, because we live in very, very, very flat lands, and then just randomly out here is a great big canyon, like a big old crater in the earth. So we did life learning today, and that is my favorite type of learning. Those are the experiences that last a lifetime. Those are the things that Jackson will absolutely never forget. And that is the exact reason we do a lot of unschooling and not just a lot of seat work and workbooks like public school does. That type of learning does not stick with a child. It stays with them long enough to pass a test, or it stays with them long enough to pass the year. And if they don't keep reviewing and reviewing it, they forget it. And it also just doesn't make sense in real life a lot of times. So through unschooling and through keeping our workbook and seat work low and our life experiences high, we make memories and learn knowledge that Jackson and I, either one, will not forget. So I'm going to end this here. I will include that clip. It was a clip of me and Jackson making a gnat trap. I'll include that. And then I will probably show you a clip from preparing dinner, and that'll be it for today. So as always, thank you for watching. If you have anyone that you think might enjoy the channel, send them a video or two. Pick out your favorite video and send it to them and just say, hey, you know, maybe you like watching this girl, this lady. I guess I'm beyond girl. Tell them they might like watching this old woman. So, but anyway, have a great day, and this will end my portion of the vlog. See you next time. Next time will be Palo Duro Canyon. It may not even have a lot of talking. It may just be music and pictures and video of our drive through the canyon. So I look forward to making that for you, and I will see you next time. Have a great day. It is summertime here in Texas, and with that comes fruit flies. I'm sure you've heard us complain about them the last few days. I've tried everything that I know to get rid of them, but I looked up a recipe online to make a fruit fly trap. I don't know if they're gnats or fruit flies, but they come every spring. I've read that they come out of your drains. I've read that they can live in your plants. From what I've always been told is they come from your fruit. I don't know what they are, but we have several of them in here. There's not an overabundance, but at least 2 or 3 times a day we see one go by, and they kind of land on you, and it's kind of really annoying. It really bothers us. They're gross. So we are going to attempt to make this fruit fly trap that I looked up the recipe for. It uses apple cider vinegar, water, sugar, and dish soap. So let's mix it up and let's check back in on it in a few days and see if it has gotten rid of some of these fruit flies. I have everything measured, so you can just
and my chair scooted up.
Well, I thought you might have to stand up. Okay, we're going to start with water. Pour some water in the cup. It doesn't really say how much, it just says have some water. All right, it wants you to add some sugar. Do the vinegar last because you won't like the smell of it. All right, that's sugar. Now it wants you to add just a little bit of dish soap. It doesn't take a lot, just a little bit so the gnats get trapped in there. Then a little bit of apple cider vinegar.
I don't mind the smell of vinegar.
Okay, pour some in. All right, now it wants us to put saran wrap on there tightly, which is what we'll use the rubber band you found for. Put this over it. I'll hold it tight and you try to get the rubber band on, or we can do the opposite way. Now it wants us to poke some small holes. We'll use the tip of this. We don't want them huge or the gnats can fly back out. It wants just a few small holes in here so they can go in. Yeah, put some around the edges. It says that they'll go in, but won't be able to fly out. They'll come in because they smell the sugar and the vinegar, and the dish soap will keep them from being able to fly out. So we'll check back in a few days and see if we have any of our gnats in there. I'm going to put the gnat trap right here by the sink, just in case they do come out of the drain. Plus, the kitchen is where we have any fruit and also where my houseplants are. So we will check back with it in a day or two and see if we've gotten any of these dang fruit flies. There's dinner for my husband and I. Taco salad and a crunchy tortilla shell bowl. Should be delicious.